is all about you.
'Cause baby, it's you, baby, it's you, baby, it's you, baby, it's you, I can live with you, 'cause baby, it's you.
Today, the studio has been invaded by incredible Hulks. I have with me Edwin Carter. Edwin's just won a national championship trophy, right?
Right.
Or is it international, national?
International.
All right. Edwin, if you will, tell us about your friends that you brought along with you. If you guys want to introduce yourself, or Edwin, you can introduce them.
Well, to my right, I have Jake Reeves, Ruben Holloman, Kenturo Kyle, and Tony Stokes.
These guys are incredible. I mean, you guys are huge. I mean, you know, when I first reached out to you, because I saw where you won this beautiful trophy.
Right.
Tell us all a little bit more about this, how you obtained it.
Well, October the 25th of this year, I had an international show in Washington, D.C., the Yorkton Cup World Championships. I competed in the overall pro men's physique category. I went there not expecting to do well, but I went there prepared to do well.
Yeah.
He knew he was going to do well.
Yeah.
Well, I saw the picture, so I agree with them. So.
I mean, I put in the work, and I prayed about it, and I put in the work, and it paid off.
Now, how many did you compete against? How many guys were in it?
It was a total of 21 guys in my class. There were over 200 guys, women and female, in the competition as a whole.
Now, this is a national or international event?
It's an international show, natural pro show.
Dude, and you won.
Yeah.
I mean, you brought the trophy back to Wintersville. You added another trophy to this city. That's pretty impressive.
Well, thank you.
I mean, seriously, that's really neat. Now, what do you do? I mean, like, is this your everyday life? I mean, this is what you do. You train? Do you?
I'm actually by trade. I'm actually a physical therapist. So I work in a skilled nursing facility.
Yeah.
I promote I promote health, and I really give more of my passion to treating geriatric patients.
Yeah.
That's what I do from 8 to 5.
Yeah.
After 5 o'clock, I'm in the gym. I'm training. I'm going hard to reach my goals, and just going hard to just try to better myself every time I go to the gym.
Right. You're a big guy.
Okay.
I mean, I saw the photos, and we'll post them too, because I want people to see how big you are. And I say that, not like you're big. I mean, like, you're defined. I mean, very well.
Right.
You brought some wonderful guys here with you who are also blessed, and I want you to, if you want to, just tell me a little bit about yourself. And
All right. I'm Jake Reeves, as you stated before. Starting out with what I actually do, me and my girlfriend opened up a clothing company called ICE, Innovative Competition Education, and I've actually sponsored Tony and Edwin right here for their shows when they went to them. I really want to reach out to new competitors, upcoming competitors, and everything, because what a lot of people don't understand about this sport, it takes a lot of time, but a lot of the media is around the not older competitors, but competitors that are up around, that 40 class and everything. And it takes a while to actually get there. And what I really want to promote on is the new and upcoming competitors, because with, competitors are getting younger and younger every year. And that's like me, myself. I'm actually the youngest one in the room.
so how long have you been working out? I mean,
that starts. I was a little bit different trade than them. I started out as a power lifter. I did competition powerlifting when I started at 16 years old. My dad was actually a professional power lifter. My uncle competed in the NPC as well, and which I didn't see my uncle a lot when I was younger. But when I got a little bit older, I got to spend more time with him, and that's when bodybuilding kind of took over my life.
Yeah. Tell us about yourself, Mr. Quiet.
Well, I'm sure they probably wouldn't agree with you saying I'm Mr. Quiet. But first off, I'm Ruben Holloman. I'm a juvenile caseworker. I'm actually an early childhood and adolescent caseworker. Pretty much from 8 o'clock till about 3 o'clock, I'm usually working with children who have behavior issues. I'm currently in my master's, pursuing a master's degree in professional counseling. And usually I'm in the gym from 4 to 7, Monday through Friday. My god brother right here, Edwin, we pretty much known each other for a while.
When did you start working out?
Seriously, I got serious about working out my freshman year in college. I started out Dave Chappelle size. I was very skinny. But
How long ago was that?
that's been about 6 years ago now.
Wow. Yeah, that doesn't look like you just started last week or a month or so ago.
That'd be nice if it happened.
Yeah, I
that
know,
fast.
right? Okay, Mr. Stretch Armstrong up there.
Well, I'm Kentor Kyle. I'm currently working at a theme park at Wild Adventures. I'm actually the attractions operations supervisor. I have been with the company for actually since 2009. I'm currently about to finish my master's degree, getting it in health science and promotions. And I also just got my new certification as a corrective exercise specialist. So I kind of been, everywhere, and especially working at the theme park is kind of, I get the looks a lot. They're like, why are you working in the theme park? Yeah. Well,
Well, I'm sitting here thinking, Wild Adventures, what does he do?
well,
Have to throw people out of the park
yeah,
there?
I kind of get that that security outlook sometimes. Like if we have some juvenile delinquents in the park every now and then, they do call me. To
Oh, I've
come.
been there before. I've seen it.
They do call me to come help out. So, but I mean, it's a passion that I have working at the theme park. I mean, I've been there for so long. It's amazing.
When did you start working out?
You won't believe me, but I've been working out since I was about 12. I haven't really got serious in it until about 2 years ago. I actually said, as a little kid, I saw my father, he had, those muscle magazines, and it just went from there. I said, I want to be able to pick up a 80 pound.
Well, I was going to touch on that, so we'll go ahead, Mr. Tall, handsome, and
Well, thank you.
shy. Yeah, right.
Yeah,
I never
right.
get that. Tony Stokes. I'm a collection agent here in Valdosta. I just pretty much it's an
I think
escape
he's
for me.
called me before. No, I'm teasing.
I'm the kind that knock on your door. So
Oh, no.
yeah, but I don't know. It's a release for me. It's fun.
Yeah. How
It's,
long have you been working out?
Seriously,
Yeah.
just about 2 years. Dieting and lifting the right way, about 2 years. But
Yeah.
lifting and in a gym for at least 5-8 years. So doing
How tall are you?
6'2".
6'2".
But you can tell him 6'4". I'll go with that. Adds a good inch.
Edwin, I'm come back to you. When did you start?
Actually, I started about 10 years ago when I was in college, my freshman year in college. And I played football, and after football, I needed something to do.
Where'd you play football?
Georgia Southern.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So
Eagles.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So after football, I was bored. I needed something to do. I wanted to continue to work out, and stay in shape. So I decided, okay, why not try bodybuilding?
Yeah.
So I spent a lot of my time just working out.
Well, you touch on something, and because I love football. I mean, that's something, and they get upset because I'll go and talk about Georgia and stuff like, and I'll just, but anyway.
Or FSU.
Oh God, yeah. I'll just talk about all of them. But anyway, I have some friends who played football, high school and college, and they seem to just let it go, and now they're not. I mean, I'm not. Lord, I hope some people I know aren't watching this show, but anyway, it's like they just kind of like seem to have lost that.
That
I mean, because
drive.
this is a job,
Right. This is my
isn't it? I
passion.
mean,
Yeah.
Part of it's the
It's a
competition.
lifestyle.
Part of it's the competition, though, because I was very similar to that and kind of just gained a lot of weight.
yeah.
But now it's a lifestyle and it's a drive for that 15 seconds of fame, or like this guy that has 4
And that's what I was
years.
getting ready to say is what motivated you at the very beginning. I mean, because there had to be a start one day, and this is a silly question. Do you remember that day? Do you remember that day?
Yes. Actually, I remember just one day being on the couch and football was over, and I was like, man, wow, I'm sitting on this sofa and I'm not doing anything.
Yeah.
And I felt like I needed to do something. So I went back to what I love. And I remember I was like, okay, it's working out and staying in shape. So I went back to the drawing board. I went back to the gym and just gradually increased, my performance in the gym to prepare myself for what God had for
Right.
me. And I was just, this was kind of thrown at me, bodybuilding. A lot of these guys can tell you, this is something I didn't plan on doing. This is kind of like, hey, dude, you should be competing. You're always in the gym, you're always going hard, you're always giving 110% in the gym, and you're getting great results. Why not look into bodybuilding?
And there's varying degrees of competition, right? I mean,
Right.
it's like, the smaller guys, and you have the medium and then large. Is that, I mean,
Right.
basically?
Basically, that's it. But it goes a little deeper than that. You have different categories.
Yeah.
In bodybuilding, you have the regular bodybuilding guys, which they're measured by weight. You have the lightweight class, middleweight, as well as the heavyweight class. Then you go to men's physique. Men's physique is categorized by height. So you have the guys that are short class, 5'9" or under, and the guys are 5'10" and up to maybe 6 foot. It's the middle class, and then you have the tall class, which is the guys that are 6 foot or over.
Do you guys, I mean, do y'all have it where, this is going to be a silly question, but you get hit on a lot? I mean, seriously.
I'm gonna be honest here, and I think most of them can speak for this. People are afraid of my girlfriend because she competes. I'm scared. She will punch me in the face. She does women's physique. She started as women's figure, and she started women's physique. Ever since we started dating, I have not got hit on. People don't even look at me.
Do you have some people think or have said to you, they think you're vain or you're arrogant or you come across as...
Yes.
I've
you
gotten
get that.
Yeah.
Are you?
Yeah. Well,
Let me ask you a
Here's the thing,
question. Well, you go ahead.
it's not very about being arrogant. It's more about being confident.
Yeah.
Because
Right.
we each, go to the gym and we
Right.
do what we need to do to make it happen. We all have goals. I mean, you have those people that, I'm not trying to call anybody out, but you have those people that just really don't want to do anything. But that's just something that we have a passion for doing. So we're just it's not arrogance. It's just more confidence.
Yeah.
When you put in the hours of work and prep and the mentality, the sweat,
Because not a lot of people can do that.
exactly.
I mean, a lot of people think it's a lot easier. This sport goes a lot deeper than just the skin.
Right.
I mean, it starts completely
Starts in the
different.
kitchen. It
That's
starts in the kitchen. A lot of
That's
people
the sad
realize
part.
it starts in the kitchen.
We're
Okay,
all cooks.
I know exactly. And do you have certain weeks you do carbs and certain
Oh man,
weeks
I'm
you
eating
do...
Pop-Tarts right now. It's all season.
I mean, see, the reason I'm bringing that up is because when we were filming our movie, Battle of the Cursed, we had some bodybuilders, and one in particular who was one of the main characters, 1 week would be all carbs, 1 week was something.
He
One
was
week
in
you didn't
contest
want to be
prep.
around him at
Yeah.
all
Yeah,
because
he
we
was
thought he was
low
going to kill
carbs.
everybody.
Yeah,
Right.
contest prep.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it's just,
Dreadful time.
do you go through that?
Yes.
I mean,
Yes.
Oh,
yes.
yes.
Oh, yeah.
There's different phases.
Are there
of-
times when people don't want to be around you?
Yeah,
Okay,
yeah.
because I can relate
Yeah.
to that.
I mean, it goes to an emotional level. It really does. It really tests, your willpower.
Yeah.
I mean, you think about it. You
Well,
don't
and
take,
see, that kind of touches base on something I was trying to get across earlier, and I didn't say it right. But is there a time to where you're kind of like, I can't do this
every day,
Really?
every
Yes.
morning.
Yeah.
Every morning.
Definitely.
Every
It's,
morning.
it's a challenge.
And you all
4:30,
say that. You all agree to that.
Yeah.
And
Every-
those are the times that actually, which I think I can speak for all of us, that's when it tests our willpower the most. Because when I wake up in the morning and I look in the mirror, I'm like, I'm small,
Yeah.
I'm fat right now. I mean, it's just,
You were going to say.
Piggybacking right off of
Yeah.
what he says, we're the exact same as you and everybody else out there that is going to watch. We're the exact same. Only difference is at 4:30 when we still want to roll over, we just get up and go do it. And we don't want to be there at
Right.
Yeah.
4:30. We just set a date, set a goal, go
Now,
do
he's
it.
on a Pop-Tart thing. What are you on now?
Eat whatever I see. I just competed in November 1st, and
Yeah.
I'm done competing for the year, so I'm just eating.
Yeah.
Just eat.
So that's how it seasons, huh?
Yeah.
Because you said that, and I asked you in the email, I said, can you guys do a flex show? And I know I probably didn't describe it right, but I was talking more like how they do in competitions. And you were like, they may want to do it, but I'm not because I'm not in.
Not in season,
It's
right?
not in season.
I'm on season. Right.
So don't hate me. It's his fault. But we will show some photos. But you want to tell me what you got coming up now?
Well, I got another show coming up in June. It's a show I did earlier this year. Was the Muscle Mania. I'm actually going to do that show again at the same time next year.
And where's that going to be?
That will be in Fort Lauderdale.
Okay.
So that's about a drive to get there.
Yeah, yeah. Okay, tall guy.
I'm aiming for probably March or April. Definitely one in Atlanta NPC, and then probably one in April IFPA or SMBF, somewhere around there. One of those two, maybe both.
Cool.
I'm shooting for 3 shows next year. One in April, one in May, and one in November. All of them will be SMBF.
Like him, I got 3 coming up. Last year I competed in April. That was my first show. It was called the Kentucky Derby. I actually plan on doing the Phil Heath Classic March 27th. It's making my weight. That's my big issue right now because I've gained a little bit more weight than I thought I would. And I got to come down to it because probably on stage, I'm probably the lightest one out of all of us. Yeah. And I got to come in at 176 pounds. And so I'm going to go back to Kentucky, and then we'll fly out to Texas, and then I'm going to do Battle of Champions at Europa, and that's going to end my year next year.
Hey, Edwin.
Okay. Well, I have 3 shows I'm planning on doing next year. One would be the IFPA Pro Show in April. Also, in June, there's a WrestleMania show coming up. I'm going to plan on doing also. Just crossing over to a different federation to try to get more exposure and put myself out there.
Yeah.
And also to finish up with the Yorkton Cup finals again next year. Yeah.
I love the trophy. I love the hold your medal up. That's pretty cool.
Thank you.
All right, you have a T-shirt too that you want to give a shout out to.
Yeah, I want to give a shout out to my sponsors, P4P Muscle and Ice. If it wasn't for these guys, I would not have the success I have, and I'm very thankful for your help.
Sponsorship is important. I know that. So.
Yes,
guys, I hate to wrap this up because I've had the most fun with you. I was just sitting here thinking, if I was going to produce a calendar or something, I've got almost half the year right here. August. Oh look, I know it would be hard. I know it would be a hard thing twisting your arm to get you to do that. So, but I'll try. So. Look, thank you so much for being on the show. I really, really appreciate it. I want you guys to come back.
And contest prep.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Contest prep.
But you got to reveal more now because a lot of people might be sitting back at home saying, yeah, they're not that big. And,
Tell them to come find
It's not always about size. Sometimes you got to have the leaders to go along with it.
Okay, but for those of us who appreciate looking at that, yes, it is. It's about the cuts and the size and all that. Yes, it is. So anyway, thank you guys for being on the show.
Thank you for having
And
me.
again, seriously, I want to have you back on. So y'all can give me an update too and let me know how much more success you have to add to it. Thank you so much for watching, and we'll talk to you later. And remember, it's all about you.